Okay. This is a test. Let's see what I need to do here. I'm testing the mobile live streaming in the landscape format, so I'm hoping it just shows up on the landscape just as a regular video here. Let's see what it's doing. So, yeah, I think it's okay. All right. Hi, Yvonne. How are you doing? I'm trying to learn YouTube, you know? It is something else. I had just realized that my most recent videos were not coming in on HD, so I think I've got that fixed going forward. Can you hear me, Yvonne? Is the sound okay? I'm streaming through my phone, and I haven't really done that before. Hey, Pam. Yep. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Well, at any rate, let me know. Okay, you can hear me. Good. Okay. Awesome. Well, anyways, I was just going to start looking at this book. This is All Color Book of Art Nouveau by Geoffrey Warren. 101 color illustrations. This is not a jewelry book, but I really appreciate Art Nouveau designs, and we have Art Nouveau jewelry, so I thought that it might be of interest to other people as well. So let's see. This one, it says, in this illustrated account of the extraordinary and highly imaginative Art Nouveau style which swept Europe and America at the turn of the century, Geoffrey Warren discusses the work of the foremost designers and artists, work which in many instances is still in vogue today. And looks like the picture's okay. Let me know if it's not. Here we go. All Color Book of Art Nouveau by Geoffrey Warren. Octopus Books. There is quite a delay, it looks like. Okay, there we go. All right. So this was first published in 1972. So this is going to talk about themes in Art Nouveau. I might look at some of this other stuff, architecture, furniture, ceramics, glass, but I'll probably look at fine metalwork and jewelry, and then see where we are. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I had the hiccups right before I hit live, so hopefully they don't come back. Anyways, this says, think of a sensuous line, of a flowing line, a line which bends and turns back on itself. Think of the feminine form rounding and curving. Think of plant forms growing and burgeoning. Think of flowers in bud, in overblown blossom as seed pods. Think of lines which seem not to conform. Think of waves. Think of women's hair. Think of twisting smoke. Think, too, of controlled lines. Lines which begin parallel but then converge and eventually contradict each other. Think of the resulting stress. Hey, Randy. Hey, Jamie. This is mostly a test, but as long as you guys are happy, I'll keep looking at the book. Okay, it says, English artist Walter Crane, one of the earliest exponents of the new art, said in 1889, "Line is all important. Let the designer, therefore, in the adaptation of his art, lean upon the staff of line. Line determinative, line emphatic, line delicate, line expressive, line controlling, and uniting." Let's see. Probably do this very similarly to how I did the other book. What book is it? It is All Color Book of Art Nouveau by Geoffrey Warren. And it is focused generally on Art Nouveau designs, and there is a chapter on jewelry and another one on metal, which I probably will look at a little bit more in depth. Thanks. Oh, I'm so glad this is working. I thought that YouTube had taken away the ability to live stream horizontally from the phone, but they didn't. They just hid it a little bit. And just so you know, this is the next book that I think I'm gonna look through, probably in pre-recorded videos. This is the Smithsonian Gem, the Definitive Visual Guide, and this is an amazing book that basically talks about each type of gemstone and shows different examples, etc., etc. And anyways, I thought that would be interesting to go through with you guys. So, moving back to the Art Nouveau book. So this right here. Hey Wayne, how are you doing? Let me turn you blue if I can here. That's right here. There we go. Okay. I think I got everybody else. Here we go. Let's get myself into live chat. That will help. Okay. All right. So here it says Voysey, that's Voysey, one of the first English designers to take William Morris's interpretation of medieval designs one step nearer to Art Nouveau principles, is credited with designing this simple swirling design of teasels translated in subtle pinks and browns. His designs were less medieval inspired than those of Morris and have a more linear, flat quality. Okay. I don't have quite enough room here. My cord is getting in the way of the book. Alright, just try to give you a look at some of these beautiful pictures as we flip through to get to the metal and jewelry section. This says, the influence of Art Nouveau soon spread to ordinary domestic architecture and interior decoration, as shown in this simple chimney piece. The fireplace, tiles, and woodwork are all decorated with Art Nouveau motifs, which are repeated in the copper and ceramic ornaments. That's beautiful. This is a beautiful picture. And if I'm not mistaken, that's Alphonse Mucha. Let's see. All right, it doesn't say in, I'm sure it says. Okay, but I just don't want to read it that in depth. I wanted to show the pretty pictures and pick out some things that I thought were interesting for jewelry. Let's see. This is beautiful. It's sort of like the flower fairies. Thanks, Randy. Okay, so here, we'll look at the themes in Art Nouveau. So this says, this incredible hybrid creature, pervaded by a barbaric decadence, once adorned Sarah Bernhard, to whom it was lent by her friend Calouste Gulbenkian, a corsage ornament. It consists of a dragonfly with griffin's paws and a green female torso, whose face is supposed to be a portrait of Bernhardt herself. One of Lalique's finest pieces, it is made of gold, enamel, moonstones, and chrysoprase stones. I'll try to get that a little closer so you can see the griffin's paws and the female human upper torso and head, along with all this beautiful, beautiful enameling. Okay, let's see. Here we go. This is gorgeous. So, these are seed pods, and they spiral up the side of a silver and gold vase produced at the Loest factory. It's Loezt. And I apologize in advance for mispronouncing things. Let's see. Here we have stained glass. It's just lovely. More stained glass. Ooh, look at this. Look at this one. I don't usually find that at my thrift store. Oh, books like this, if only I could find the jewelry, right? Right, Wayne? It's hard enough to find the book. So this guy is a breathtaking representation of the peacock in gold, enamel, and precious stones and opals. Rivals anything created in pen and ink by Aubrey Beardsley. This corsage ornament, I guess that must mean a brooch. This corsage ornament by René Lalique is particularly interesting for the exquisite naturalistic rendering of the bird itself, contrasted to the highly stylized tail feathers, which, with its eyes dramatically picked out in opals, takes the form of a bow. Hey, Wendy. Nice to see ya. I'm gonna try to turn you blue in a second here. Okay, I have to wait for the chat to move up a little bit, and then I can do it. Okay, beautiful vases. You know, Jason Adams has been showing some beautiful Art Nouveau pieces in his videos. Of course, his collection is to die for, but we can enjoy in books too, and videos. Yeah, Wendy Rowe is gonna be on tonight. Let's see. I'm adding you as a moderator. Okay, there you go. I think I got an email from her. Yeah, yep, planning to go on tonight. I just wanted to hop on and do a little test and see how this was going, and as long as you guys were interested, I would keep looking at the book. Okay. That is interesting. This is a Gaudi building, I believe. The Church of the Holy Family in Barcelona. All right, I'm gonna move forward to the metalwork and the jewelry. Look at that stunning lamp. That's a Tiffany. Yeah, Cindy's unbagging yesterday was fun. I'm glad she is starting to do some pre-recorded videos too. Okay, we're in ceramics. Glass. Okay, here's fine metal work. So this is not going to be jewelry per se, but I thought it would be of interest to us. So this is a pewter plaque displaying the female and plant forms, and they were very representative of the period. On the center of this dish, a woman's head emerges from a lily pad. It's easy for me to say. And then these elegant little dishes. The copper one is 16.5 centimeters long. All employ the female form in different ways. The two pewter ones also include naturalistic plant forms. The copper dish provides an interesting example of drapery being successfully used to form the main shape of the dish, and might well portray the Parisian dancer Louis Fuller. Such was the attention to detail typical of Art Nouveau that modeling of the woman's right arm and hand is carefully carried out on the underside of the dish. All these pieces display the fairy tale aspect of Art Nouveau and were probably mass-produced and exported from France. And then this one, try to scoot up so you can see that one. It says, perhaps one of the most strange and bizarre pieces ever conceived by an Art Nouveau artist is the silver gilt inkstand. Surrealistic in its conception and embodying one of the favorite themes of Art Nouveau, that of the sea. The sleeping mermaid appears to be at the mercy of the menacing octopus, whose head forms the lid of the inkwell. Seaweed swirls around the water, which is simulated by a patch of mirror. Hey Tisha, how are you doing? I'm just testing out this form of live streaming and looking at this Art Nouveau book. So thanks for coming. Can you see? I'm not even sure if I can zoom in. This is all practice, right? Oh, I can zoom. Okay. But can I? There we go. Okay, I'm hoping you can see that. She doesn't really look like a mermaid to me because she's got legs, but I can definitely see the octopus. And the seaweed and the water. So, here we go. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna zoom back out. Let's see. Oh. Some amazing pots and dishes. Oh, wouldn't you love to put your jewelry and stuff on this guy? It says it's a wall plaque, and it shows the standing woman sculpted in low relief, while the bird alighting on her hand is modeled completely in the round. Such wall plaques were exported from France under the name Articles de Paris. So, alright. And over here we've got frames, silverware. Now, if I didn't know any better, I would think that that silverware was Art Deco, not Art Nouveau. In fact, I don't know any better, but since it's in this book, there we go. And then these beautiful things. Okay, Jamie, thanks for coming. Oh, I needed to turn you blue too. And we'll do that. Hang on here. Add as moderator. Here we go. Look at that. Okay, got it. Okay, now we finally hit the jewelry section. So looking at this, it says splashed with splendid sickness. I don't know what that means. The sickness of the pearl, so wrote the English writer G.K. Chesterton. And this phrase accurately sums up the decadent something aspects of Art Nouveau. Nowhere is it more beautifully realized than in this brooch by Lalique. The baroque or misshapen pearl hangs beneath the brooding and mysterious face of a woman carved out of crystal, wearing a headdress of purpley black flowers upon her flowing black hair, whose tresses gather around her. Goodness. And on this page, we have this beautiful butterfly brooch. Let's see. I'm not going to read all the hard words. I'm just not up to it today. But it's got the delicate remote profile of the girl, the fairy headdress of butterfly wings and antenna, beautifully modeled in gold filigree and set with moonstones. Made in France in 1900. It is a contemporary with Tinkerbell, the fairy, in J.M. Barrie's famous play Peter Pan. Oh, I know. Okay, now that's a gorgeous thing. Let me get it in the picture for you. So this one, it says, typical of the obsession with plant and insect forms, this brooch displays a bee poised on a convolvulus flower. It is made of gold and plique azure translucent enamels and was made in 1901 by C. Dissocier for Fouquet. I took French, I think, for a year when I was in elementary school, so my French is very bad. And then this one, this is Lalique, and it is a hair ornament and a buckle. It's made of horn, gilded metal, and is inset with carved glass and topaz. Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. Let's see what's next on this page. I'm not sure if you are going to be able to see that or not. Sorry. Okay. I promise I'll get better eventually. Okay, so this one says, two of the favorite materials used by Art Nouveau artists working in jewelry were silver and enamel, particularly peacock blue enamel. And this one, which I have to zoom out to see. Let's see. Okay, this one is one of the most magnificent pieces of jewelry designed by Lalique. This necklace or jeweled collar epitomizes the spirit of Art Nouveau. It is constructed from 9 enamel on gold panels linked together by filigree gold mounts, each supporting a round Australian opal. That is amazing. Let's see. I'm going to zoom in so hopefully we can get a better look at the, not that, at the filigree gold mounts and the opals. It's beautiful. I bet that's tiny. Okay, here we go. Let's see what's next. Oh, that was a really short jewelry section. All right, let me go through the rest of this pretty fast. Painting and sculpture. Auguste Rodin was a sculptor from that time. And at Stanford University, which is near me, they have or had a Rodin sculpture garden where you could go and just walk about and see Rodin sculptures. I remember doing that when I was a kid. And okay, painting and sculpture. Over here we've got, this looks like a Klimt. Let's see, does it say? Yep, Gustav Klimt, K-L-I-M-T. Okay. See what you guys are talking about. I think Mike is getting there. I haven't heard from him. I think last weekend he popped in on one of the nights, not to talk, but just to chat in the chat. So that was a really good sign. Hopefully he'll be able to join us again soon. We'll find out from Ro the real update tonight. Graphics and books. Oh, there's Sarah Bernhardt, who we were talking about in, I think, the first or second picture that we looked at. Okay. Graphics and book design. There we go. There's that beautiful picture again. I really like this picture. I wouldn't have picked that out as Art Nouveau, although I suppose it is. Almost looks like 70s does Art Nouveau, but I guess it's true Art Nouveau. And let's see. Okay, that is it. So I want to thank you for being here with me and sitting through my test. And please join me and Roberta and Cindy on Simply Roberta's Treasures tonight, and on Jewelry Nurse tomorrow night and Sunday night. And love you guys. Bye. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn it off. That's the hard part. Oh, here we go.